Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. With this motivational quote about education and future, I want to tell you that it is a very important day today as we are going to start our Broadway textbook today. We will start with the unit number 1, Children, and with its section number 1, Dreams of the Future. Students, before starting the lesson, I would like to share some instructions and rules for online learning. My dear students, punctuality, devotion, and motivation is something you not only need during regular classes, but these are also the keys of success even you are learning virtually. Secondly, never think that your teacher is not looking at you. All the time, through your feedback, queries, and work, you are under keen observation. Thirdly, be very particular about your notebook, notes, and required stationery. You must keep all these things with you during your online class or even if you are watching the video. Fourthly, time is very important. So make a proper timetable and strictly follow it for better results. Dear students, Dreams of the Future was written by Louisa May Alcott. She was a 19th century American writer. She not only wrote novels but also worked on short stories and poetry. By profession, she was a nurse. Her notable works include Little Women, Little Man, Eight Cousins, and Joe's Boy. But she gained fame from her novel Little Women. In her stories, the character of woman is always strong, smart, and determined. The story is about a Marsh family, a mother and her 4 daughters. The father is away at war, and the mother guides the family through the troubled times. The girls play and work together and have deep love for one another. The sisters know how to make life colorful and happy. This story tells us that how pretty and smart they are to make life enjoyable, even facing tough time financially. Hope is the true companion in hard time is the theme of the story. Students, the main characters of the story are 4 sisters, namely Meg, which is the oldest one, then Joe, second oldest, Beth, second youngest, Amy is the youngest of all, and a boy Laurie who is very concerned about the girls and help in every moment when they need his help. And he lives next to Marsh family. Let's read the text. Dreams of the future. One day, Laurie, from where he lay in his garden, saw the sisters set out for a walk. Where are those girls going? He thought. Each wore a large hat, each had a bag over her shoulder, and each carried a long stick in her hand. Meg had something to sit on, Joe a book, Beth a basket, and Amy her drying things. The opening lines are very simple and they describe the setting of the story and the physical appearance of the girls. And these lines also tells us that what the girl were carrying, yes, they were carrying things of their own interest. They walked one behind the other. Are they going to the waterfront? Thought Laurie. But they went out of the garden, down the road, and began to climb a hill leading to the woods. Now, student, here we are learning two new words, that is waterfront and woods. What is meant by waterfront? Yes, it is a part of land or town that touches the sea or lake. And woods mean an area of trees. It is different from the forest because forest is large in area. A forest has large area. On the other hand, woods is an area of trees which is smaller than forest. These lines tells us that Laurie made a guess that where the girl will stop. But they didn't stop there, and they continued their journey. It shows that the girls were energetic. Well, I think they might have asked me. Laurie decided to follow them and see what it all meant. By the time he was ready to go, he couldn't see the girls, but at last he found them sitting on the ground under some trees. They didn't see Laurie, and he stood behind a tree watching them. It was a pretty picture. Mac was mending. Okay, now look at difficult words. In the second line, the word follow. It means come after. And in the last line, mending. It means to repair something that is broken or damaged. Okay. This paragraph tells that Laurie followed them but lost them, but finally found them sitting under some trees. The girls didn't notice him as he was behind the trees, and the picture of girls amazed him. Beth was playing with her doll, Amy was drawing, and Jo was making some socks as she read aloud. The boy felt he shouldn't have come and ought to go away, but he was lonely, and so he stayed. Then Beth looked up. Okay, what is the meaning of lonely? Yes, it means single, alone. Now, after finding peaceful place in the woods, the girl got busy in different kinds of activities. And when Laurie saw them busy, he thought for a while he shouldn't come, but as he was alone, he stayed there. And Beth looked up, saw Laurie, and smiled. May I join you, please? Or do you want me to? He asked. Jo said, of course you may. We would have asked you before, but we thought you wouldn't like such a girl's game as this. You see, we like to play the characters from the book Pilgrim's Progress, and we usually do it indoors. Okay, after he decided to stay there, Beth noticed Laurie, and Laurie made a polite permission towards the girls, and the girls allowed and told him that they were playing the characters from a religious book, and that was named Pilgrim's Progress, and this is a book of Christianity. This summer we decided to go on with it in the open air. As part of the game, we wear old hats and use sticks to help us climb the hill. Well, said Meg, as it is against our rules for anyone to do nothing here. You take the book and finish reading the story. Jo can go on with her socks. Usually the girls play it indoor, but on that particular summer they decided to play it outdoor. So it means that they love and welcome the changes. Actually, they were fun making girls who love to enjoy the games. They asked Laurie to continue the reading to comfort Jo so that she can easily work on her socks. Yes, madam, replied Laurie. I'll do anything if you will let me stay for a bit. I hate to be alone, for it's very dull down there. The story was not a long one. When it was finished, they sat for a time talking of all the things each wished to do in future. Wouldn't it be fun if all the things we dreamed of doing come true? Said Jo. Let us each say what he would most like to do. Okay, now students, here you can see that Laurie immediately replied yes, because he wanted to stay with the girls because they are fun creating girls, and they can enjoy, they know how to enjoy, and they know how to utilize their time. So Laurie want to stay with them. And after reading the story, as the story was not so long, they talked about their future. What about you, Laurie? If I tell you, will you tell me? Yes, if the others will too. We will. Now begin, Laurie. Well, said Laurie, I would like to travel. I would see as much of the world as I wanted to. Then I would live in this country and become famous as a musician. I never want to worry about money or business, but just enjoy myself. A musician means a person who has the art of playing music. Now, when it comes to talk about their future dreams, Laurie takes the start and told the girls that he wanted to be a tourist, and after that, taking the journey of the whole world, he would like to play music. That's my favorite dream. What is yours, Meg? Meg thought a little before saying, I should like a lovely house full of beautiful things, nice food, pretty clothes, pleasant people. It would be my house. I should have plenty of money and servants, and I should never need to do any work. How I would enjoy it. I would do good, though, and make everybody love me. After telling about Laurie's dream, he asked to Meg, "What is yours?" And now she told that she actually wanted to enjoy the life without worrying about anything. She just want to enjoy life, which is full of luxuries, having good food, pretty clothes, and a lot of servants. "Don't you share your house with a husband?" asked Laurie with a smile. I said, "Pleasant people." Meg bent to fasten her shoe as she spoke, and her face couldn't be seen. "Why don't you say you would have a nice, wise husband and some children? You know your dream house wouldn't be quite right without them," said Joe. Now, as every girl is shy, so was the Meg. She described that particular person by saying pleasant people, but Joe suggested her to explain it clearly. But she bent, and during tying her laces, she spoke. "You would have nothing but horses, pens, and ink, and books in yours?" answered Meg. "Yes, that's quite true. I would have lots of Arabian horses and rooms full of books. I would write with a magic pen that my works would be as famous as Laurie's music. I want to do something wonderful that won't be forgotten after I'm dead." Here maybe Meg got angry as she don't want to express her wish to marry, and she said that what you would have just pens and inks and horses and books, and Joe accepted. "Yes, I had all these." And she talked about the Arabian horses. Why she talked about the Arabian horses? Because they are so rich in intelligence. Good, they have good reputation of intelligence. Jo told them that she wanted to be a famous writer by her good work. "I don't know what it will be, but I mean to surprise you all one day. I think I shall write books and become rich and famous. That is my favorite dream." Now, here, uh, actually, she was telling that she wanted to surprise everyone, and she wanted to bring some wonder through her writing. And she wanted to become rich by her books. So that is her favorite dream. "Mine is to stay at home, safe with father and mother, and have to take care of family," said Beth. "Don't you wish for anything else?" asked Laurie. On the other hand, Beth's dream was very simple, just to stay at home with her parents. And Laurie was so surprised that She didn't have any wish. Since I have my piano, I have everything I want. I only wish we may all keep well and be together, nothing else. I have so many wishes, said Amy, but my favorite is to paint good pictures. So she said that she only wanted to play piano and to see all of her family members happy and well. But Amy, on the other hand, said uh, that she wanted to paint good pictures. I want to go to Rome to paint wonderful pictures and be the best artist in the whole world. We do want a lot, don't we? Said Laurie. Except Beth, we all want to be rich or famous. I would be interested to know if you of us will get our wishes. Now, adding to her dreams, Laurie said that he wanted to visit Rome, and he got worried about their dreams, whether they will be fulfilled or not. Well, if we are alive 10 years from now, let's meet. Then we can see how much nearer we are to our wishes than now, said Jo. She was always ready with a plan. We shall all be very old then, said Meg. I shall be 27. You and I will be 26, Laurie. Beth will be 23 and Amy 22. What an old party, said Jo. As Jo is so inclined towards planning, immediately she made a plan to meet after 10 years, and Meg added by estimating the ages. Dear students, the theme of the story is to hope, to dream, to think of the good times, because it will give you energy, it will give you the activeness, it will give you the motivation. So never stop dreaming. Dream is a blessing. To think about your future is a wonderful thing you can do. Students, your task to do is to read the lesson carefully and learn all the difficult words and their meanings. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Now it's time to say you goodbye.